Yes, all my dear student, a very superior good morning to all of you once again, people. Kindly request everyone to turn on your videos and concentrate on the next very interesting concept, people. Well, in our previous session, we had completed with the financial and accounting module. We come to know that sir, each and every module plays a vital role. Every department is required to be get it directly or indirectly connected, sir, with our financial and accounting module. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now, my dear student, my dear child, we are moving ahead with the next very interesting concept, people, and that is we call it as a controlling module. We call it as which module, my dear student? Sir, controlling module. Sir, this controlling module is very important. Yes, my dear student. For every process in an organization, we require to follow some part of controlling also. Controlling actually helps us people to monitor the all activities very effectively. Constantly and continuously monitoring the activities people will definitely help us to get the desired outcome, desired benefit. Understood? Yes, sir. And thereby, my dear student, a very important module, a very important department in a computerized accounting system is called as controlling module. What is this module, my dear student? Sir, controlling module. I request everyone to please give your 100% attention. Keep on responding for my every question, please. Now, this module people facilitates coordination, monitoring, as well as optimizing all the business processes in an organization. So all process get speed up. All process can be completed on a timely basis. We can keep the track record of resource utilization for each and every this department. And not my dear student, we call it as a controlling module. Moving ahead, people. It controls the business flow in an organization. Actually, this what do you mean by controlling? First of all, let me explain you people. What do you mean by controlling in simple terms? In simple terms, very simple. Layman language. One can easily understood this language. Okay. Yes, sir. Please tell us. Dear student, suppose in your inter CA, you decided that you want to score 70%. How much? Sir, 70%. Can I say that people is your desired target? Yes, sir, this is my desired target. Agree? Yes. Accordingly, people, you study well, you prepared well for your examinations and everything. And JKSR classes has announced its test series. You gave this test series with 100% people of your, and finally, in JKSC examinations, you secure people 60%. Can I say this is your actual result? Yes, sir. Now, what you will do? Sir, we will immediately compare our desired result with our actual results. And sir, if there is a deviation, if there is a gap, sir, then definitely, sir, there is a deviation. Yes, sir, there is a deviation. What we target for, sir, 70. What we actually got, my dear student, my dear charters, sir, 60. So, do you think so? There is a gap between these two? Yes, sir. So, we need to take some corrective action. Yes, sir. We need to take some corrective action so that our desired results could be near to our actual results. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So we can say that our actual result will improve in a such a manner that it can go near to desired results. So that is my dear student, we call it as controlling. So controlling actually helps us was what, sir, it helps us in continuous monitoring all the activities. We'll see, sir, whether we are achieving that standard performance or not, whether we are going to our benchmark minimum level of expectation or not. And if not, sir, we will find it out the cause for it, reasons for it, and we'll try to, sir, figure out the best solution so that the problem could be easily minimized. Am I very clear to all my dear charters? Understood this? Okay. Listen, people. This module helps in analyzing the actual figure with the planned data and planning the business strategies. This will help you for what? Sir, continuously comparison of actual result with the desired results. And if required, we can plan the future strategies, sir, so that we can match with our desired target very soon. Further, people. Generally, in controlling concept people, we are discussing two major components. One is an expenses element that is called as cost element, and second, my dear student, the method by which we will be earning, that's called as the revenue elements. So how many elements are there, people? Sir, two elements are managed under control. What are those? Sir, one is expenses and second is income. Expense, sir, cost element. Income, sir, revenue element. Understood, my dear student? Okay. Moving ahead, people. Serious. Now, please remember the key features of this module, okay, people? Because this question is again an important question. Institute keep on asking the questions over here. So I request my dear charters to please give your 100% attention. First thing, people, I want to know overall cost and overall profit. That is overall expenses and overall profit of entire business organization. I can get it things done, people, through cost element accounting. What is the cost element accounting, people? This component provides overview of the cost and revenue that occurs in an organization. So overall expenses and overall income of the entire organization, people. If I want to figure it out, I can figure it out with a very simple thing, and that's called what, my dear student, sir, cost element accounting. Am I very clear to you, people? Yes, sir. But suppose, people, I want to figure it out the expenses function wise, like production, sales, HR, marketing, like this function wise, I want to get the cost. Then I need to follow people's second structure called as cost center accounting. Cost center accounting provides the information of the costs incurred by the business for such functional areas. Like example, sir, marketing, purchasing, HR, finance, facilities, information system, that is IT, administrative support, legal, shipping and receiving, or even on the quality. So every department wise, my dear student, listen to me. Every department wise, I want to know the actual expenses. So you can, sir, get it things done under the cost center accounting. If it is cost element, then sir, overview, entire organization. Specific department, then sir, cost center. Agree, my dear student? Yes. In costing, people, you had already done the ABC analysis. Yes. Activity based costing, 100%, sir. So people, third one comes to activity based controlling or accounting. Now, what is the activity based accounting? The very simple name itself suggests, sir, that if you want to know any expenses or income about the activity, you can get these things from the activity-based accounting. Say this. This analyze the cross-departmental business processes that allows the process-oriented and cross-functional view of the cost centers. Sir, what exactly it means? Like how one department is affecting the another department. How one department data could help to give the better services to another department. How we can make optimization of purchasing the goods of both the departments together. So, try to figure it out in that how the one department affects the another department can be done under the activity-based costing or activity-based accounting base. So, three elements we did, people. Number one, my dear student. Yes, sir. That is a cost element accounting. Number two, sir, cost center accounting. Number three, sir, activity based accounting. Am I very clear to you? Yes. Number four, my dear student, listen to me very carefully. Okay. Yes. Once again, I'm explaining activity based accounting, people. Cross department, like how one department activity gets affected to another department. Example, suppose if the procurement is not done on a timely basis, people, it will affect my production department. So I need to identify how the one department affects the my another department's activity. That is activity based accounting. Fourth one, people, we are having its internal orders. Now, what do you mean by internal order? Some people, you want to identify the cost which is related to a specific activity. Only one specific activity is there, and you want to identify the cost regarding it. So you can get it these things done with the help of internal orders. Spirit. Internal order provides a means of tracking the cost of a specific job. Okay, sir. Services or tasks. This is used as a method to collect those costs and business transactions which is related to the task. Example, I am a manufacturer of so many pens, but I want to know only this pen related cost. Then this can be done, people, with the help of internal orders. Internal order will help me to figure it out what exactly cost I need to incur for this pen. Everything related to this pen will be covered under the internal orders. Detailed costing will be there. See this. This level of monitoring is very detailed, but allows the management an ability to review the internal audit activity for the better decision making. So number of 1 people, sir, cost element, overall entire organization will be covered. Yes, sir. Specific business activity like production, sales, marketing, HR, finance, logistics, sir, cost center, cross department cost we want to analyze, sir, activity based costing or activity based accounting. Fourth, sir, internal orders. When we want to know the cost of a specific product, then we can follow, sir, purely internal orders. Clear till here? Yes, sir. Just a 1 minute, people, please. Further, my dear student, next comes to people, product cost controlling. What is the product cost controlling? So, whenever you are producing any product into the market, sir, if you want to know everything about that product manufacturing cost, you can get it these things done with the product cost. See this. This calculates the cost that has been incurred during the manufacture of a product or providing services and allows the management the ability to analyze the product cost and to make also a proper decision regarding its price. So the price can be judged, people, with the help of this product cost controlling. Understood? Yes. My dear student, cost center is related to specific business activity, like how much I spend for HR. Now HR is done for top level, middle level, or lower level combinedly. So cost centers gives me the function wise cost, and product cost gives me product wise cost. Are you getting my point of view? JK sir wants to know that how much I paid to entire cost, then definitely they will refer it to cost center. But he wants to know that specifically, say for example, CA foundation, okay, how much I paid to accounts professor, then he can get it these details on a product wise basis, people, later on. That is under the product cost controlling. In product cost, my dear student, I am repeating once again. Please listen to me very carefully. You are running one organization, suppose cello company. Entire cello company belongs to you. Now you want to know the entire cost and the profitability or revenue of that cello company, people. You can refer it through cost element. Overall, entire organization, every division, every product, everything is covered over there. Then people, you want to know that how much you spend for finance, how much you spend for administration, how much you spend for IT devices, how much you are spending for, like for raw material, how much you are spending for marketing activity. So activity, okay, the department which exists in your organization, you want to know that overall cost over there. Then you can refer the cost center. Suppose people, you want to know about the cross departmental, like one department is affecting the cost of another department or not. You can get it this activity done with the activity based accounting, so that every activity will be there and which will help us to understand that how other activity affects my activity. Okay, sir. Then suppose people, you are doing a lot of advertisements, print media, online, and many things. You want to specifically know that how much cost I am incurring for print media advertisement. So when you want to know about the specific activity or a specific task-oriented cost, people, you can refer the internal orders. So internal orders will help you to identify this thing. Suppose people, you are making so many product in cello. Okay, now you want to know about this cello pen cost. Only this product, specific product cost. So that can be done, people, with the help of product cost controlling, because it talks about the specific cost incurred in manufacturing of a product. So accordingly, that cost will be taken into consideration. We'll add the profits over there, and finally we will be able to decide our selling price. Agree, my dear student? Till here, everything is clear to everyone. Please respond. Okay. Then next one, people, profitability analysis. Now, analyzing the overall profitability. See this. This allows the management to review the information with respect to the company's profit. Okay. Yes. Or a contribution margin by individual market segment. Say for an example, if manager wants to know, if JK Shah sir wants to know what is the overall profitability of JK Shah classes, how much I am earning from CA, how much I am earning from CS, how much I am earning from running college section, how much I am running from how much I am earning from running CMA. So that is the individual segment. Are you getting the point of view? Yes. Finally, people, we are having profit centers. This evaluate profit or loss of individual and independent areas within the organizations. If Jagesh sir wants to know how much the CA foundation is giving me profit, how much I am making profit from CA inter, or how much profit I am making from a CA final. First of all, overall, that is the profitability analysis. Specific segment wise people, if we go profit center accounting, like cost center, we will able to identify the cost of each and every department. Sorry, cost of each and every function, more proper word. Same way under the profit center analysis, people, we will identify independent areas within the organization. Okay. Now please refer people quickly this elements. First paragraph is very much important. Done, my dear student. 22 question it's already done, 23 it's done, 24 people we had already done. Now moving ahead to the question number 25th people. For the next production planning module. Now serious people, the production planning module is actually a very simple module. How it is a very simple module people? Because it deals with only three most important aspects. First, issue of raw material from the store department. Yes, sir. Okay. 25th production planning is a very important people. Try to understand. It's a very simple module also. It's the issue of raw material from the store department to production department. Yes. Production department will convert into work in progress. Yes. Finally, they will prepare the finished goods. Yes, sir. And then finished goods will be moved to, sir, go down. Do you agree with me? Yes. So in question number 25, we are going to refer how the store department issues the raw material, how we can convert it into work in progress, that is semi-finished goods. Finally, we will prepare the finished goods, and ultimately this finished goods either will be delivered to customer if customer has already demanded, and if not, then we will store it into the godown, sir, till the time we'll actually receive the order from the customer. Understood, my dear students? Everyone clear? Okay. Please keep on responding, my dear student. See this. PP module, that is production planning module, where we actually identify future needs of a customer. Accordingly, we'll produce that much good people so that we will not face any wastages also or blockage of money also. See this. It includes the software people which is designed specifically for the production planning and its management. Agree? Yes. Now production it's done when, sir, it is done when there is actually good sales in the market. Sir, it is also done when the company receives the sales order. Sir, it is also done when the company can easily understand the future expectation of a market. It can be done, sir, when actually we have a raw material with us. See with people. PP module is collaborated with master data, sales and operational planning, distribution resource planning. Everything will come later on. Don't worry about it. Material required for doing activities, finding out the cost, yes, sir, and while working towards the production management in an enterprise, so that we can produce the goods on time or before the actually customer needs it. See this. Now, what we have to do, people, in production planning, suppose you are receiving the order, you are a manufacturer of this water bottle. Listen to me, please take my example very carefully. You are a manufacturer of this water bottle, okay? Yes. You want to produce this water bottle? Yes, sir. First, you need to create a master data. That is inventory master and accounting master people. I hope you had already revised yesterday's lecture, so you know very well that first we need to set up what kind of material we require, where we are going to produce, how much will be produced on a one batch, and the bill of material, which will provide when actually the raw material will be received by us. Agree? Yes. Sir. So first thing, people, we need is what? So we need to set up the master data. Agree? Yes. Second most important thing, people, you need to identify, you need to forecast how much would be the sale, or how many water bottles will be generally sale in a one specific time period. So you need to forecast the sales, because if you can accurately forecast the sales, then only you will be able to produce the goods. So to produce the goods, what we require? Sir, we require accurate forecast. Sales people. The second comes to sales and operational planning. Here, company provides an ability to forecast the sales and production plan. Okay, based on what? Based on the three activities: how much we sold in past, how much our product is currently in demand, and how much it would be demanded, sir, in future. So first thing, people, before we start any production, what we should think for? Sir, we should think for what would be the sales will be there in future. Understood? Yes, sir. Now you decided that there would be 80,000 bottles will be sold out into the market. How much you need to produce? Sir, 80,000 we need to produce. But do you think the people you will sell this 80,000 water bottles only in one state of India? No, sir. It will be in different parts. So second most important thing, people, that we need to decide is our distribution pattern. That's called as distribution resource planning. Understood? How we are going to distribute these water bottles in a different state, so that every state will get proper supply also. None of the state will have the surplus, and none of the state will have excess demand also. See this. This allows the companies an ability to plan the demand for the distribution center. So first one, sir, SOP, sales and operational planning, based on which, sir, we require distribution resource planning. Now, once the distribution is decided, people, what we need to do, sir, we should start producing our water bottles. Production planning. See this. Understood? If I want to produce this water bottles 80,000, then what would be, people, my material requirement? How many hours I require my factory to be there? What kind of plant and machinery I needed? Number of employees I needed for this? I need to forecast all these things in advance. I'll give you one simple, better example, people. Say, for example, you are a manufacturer, manager of iPhone 12. So you are manufacturing iPhone 12. What would be your first criteria? Sir, define the master data. Second, sir, forecast the demand. How many people in the world would prefer to buy, sir, iPhone 12? Second, sir, immediately check it out how we will be able to distribute in every country, sir. Because every country, every state, every shop should be provided with the supply. So you will decide to what? Sir, DRP, distribution resource planning. Then, sir, obviously production planning will be done. That what kind of raw material needed, where I can produce, how much I need to produce, requirement of everything. See this. This includes material forecasting, demand management, long-term planning, and master planning production schedule. What is master production schedule? How we will be able to accomplish our targets easily. That is a master plan production schedule. Okay, sir. Then people, we require raw materials, obviously. So we need to do material requirement planning. From where, how much material we are going to purchase. See this. This relies on the demand and supply element. 1 minute. Material requirement planning, people. This will rely on the demand and supply element with the calculation parameters to calculate the net requirement from the running planning run. That means what would be the minimum level of stock we actually needed in a factory to start our production, and what would be the continuous supply should be done so that our production schedule will not be disturbed. Once again, people, repeating from the top. First, we are producing iPhone 12. Yes, sir. First, sir, set up the master data. Second, sir, will decide what would be the future sales. That is deciding SOP, sales and operational planning. Based on that, sir, we will also decide DRP, how the distribution of resources will be done. Third one, sir, production planning, how to produce, when to produce, where to produce, and how much to produce, everything. Yes, sir, for production, we require material. So we should go for material requirement planning. We should select the proper vendor. We should tell them that you should provide me the proper goods. We should also check our factories or work centers capacity planning. Within how many days, how much production we can give it to the market. Like within 1 month, if we operate our plant 100% utilization, how many phones we can generate? Agree, sir. because without which we will not again able to make a proper planning that when the goods will be actually available in the market. See this. This evaluate the capacity utilized based on the work centers available capacity to show capacity constraints. Even if there is any capacity constraints, people that can be brought in front of us. If there is any limitation that we can produce only 100 units per day, then also it will become to our notice, and we could come to know what could be the maximum possibilities. So maximum, suppose if it can produce 200 units one day, then multiply by 30. So maximum 6,000 units can be produced in a month. So how we have calculated all these things, sir? Based on the production capacity. Are you clear with this? Yes. And finally, people, when all thing is done, we need to evaluate the final price for that product. And if we are doing all this activity, what cost we are incurring, based on which we will decide the final cost for that product. See this. This process evaluates all the time values and value of the component material to determine the product cost. Understood? Remember, you are deciding product cost, not product price. Price is something which includes cost plus profit. You are just determining here the cost of product at what price the product will be ready for you, my dear student. That can be done under the production planning. I request my dear student to please read this very fast, very quick. Master data means whatever the product you want to produce, my dear student, for which what kind of raw material you need it, in which production center you will produce that thing, what would be the requirement of other resources. That is the master data. Come on. Moving ahead to the people next concept now. Please give your 100% attention. Question number 26 and 27 is already done. Yes, sir. 28, my dear student. Still, people, even if we try a lot now, always remember in Japan, there was one professor whose name was W.E. Deming. Okay. W.E. Deming in 1950s has given the one concept, and that concept is called people TQM, Total Quality Management. He said very clearly that product quality could never be reached to 100%. There is always a scope. There is always a scope for the improvement of quality into the product. Whatever the product you are selling, there is always a scope that we should constantly work on. We need to practice more in order to deliver the best product to our customers. But you can never say that my product is 100%. Always a scope for improvement exists. Example I had given you people yesterday also. Same example I just want to repeat it once again. Nokia 1100 people were very happy with that cell phone. Then obviously iPhone 12 will not be requirement. But from Nokia 1100 till iPhone 12 people, the world has changed. So that is a clear cut change of what? Sir, quality improvement. There is always chances of improving the quality. 100% yes, serious people. Now, in every organization, people, quality management, it's a very crucial people for staying competitive into the market. Because nowadays, people, you can fight with your competitors only on the two bases. Number one, you can keep your product price all time low and you can stay into the market. And number one, people, it's to providing best quality. But sometimes people, we require both. We need to provide the best quality goods also, and also that too at a reasonable price only. Then we can stay into the market. Otherwise, we need to leave the market. Do you agree with me? Yes. So we need to provide the quality and we need to compare with the cost also. Quality management module is only and only focused to people with one thing, that is how we can improve the quality of a product. And not only the quality of product people, but the quality of every department also is required to be upgraded. Because in organization, quality is not a people identified in terms of product only. Might be people you are purchasing suppose one product A, okay? That product looks so superb. That product is you are getting so much happy with that product, but obviously there is a problem. What when you go to market for purchasing that product, people, the staff, the person who is selling that product is very rude. Would you like to purchase that product? No, sir. What we want, sir, sales staff should also be, sir, quite goodness. They should be very, they must be polite, sir. They must be able to talk to us very properly. Same thing is here. Concentrate. Quality management module helps the management of quality in production across the process in an organization. It helps the organization to accelerate, to increase their business by adopting structured and functional way of managing the quality in a different processes. So all the different processes we are first identified will try to improve quality in each and every segment. Every segment. Serious people, if I want to make the best quality of pen, starting with the raw material purchase till the people finish good sales, I need to make the quality improve every level. I need to purchase the best quality of raw material. Yes, sir. Best machinery is needed to produce this product. Yes. Best kind of research and development work is needed to make it more accurate, more perfect. Yes, sir. Best kind of packaging is needed. Yes, sir. And all these things, people demands only one thing, that is quality to be compared at every level. Agree, my dear student? Clear with the basic concept, people? Are you sure? Okay. Say this. It has a various subcomponents such as collaboration in procurement and sales, production, planning, inspection, notification, control, audit management, and so on. All department work together, people. Then only we can see that our product is of 100% good with the quality. Am I very clear to all my dear charters? 100%? Okay. Yes. Now, first one, people, just give me one. So, my dear student, let's proceed further, people. Okay. The first one we are having it's quality planning. First of all, the very interesting thing, people, which we need to do is to plan the quality. If I want to say I want to make a best quality product, then you need to define what is best according to you. Are you getting my point of view? Because according to people, a simple person, okay, serious. 1 minute. Yes. So we will, it is very simple. That first we need to do what? Sir, we need to plan the quality very perfectly. See this. The quality planning is the process, sir, of planning the production activities to achieve the goals of meeting the customer requirement in time and within the available resources. So whatever the resources we are having, based on which, sir, we would try to improve our production capacity or production method in a more proper manner. Agreed? Yes, sir. We would try to level best people to provide the best quality of goods into the market. 100%, sir. Number two, my dear student, it comes to quality control. Now, what is the quality control? Sir, we need to keep on completely watch on the quality of our products. So randomly, I am going to select the some product. I will check that quality, whether the production is going as per the quality or not, whether my product is producing the proper quality goods or not. Example, I want to give you people. Suppose if it is electronic and other products now, then every product's quality will be checked. But if suppose it's a medicine or if it's suppose anything else, then what we will do, sir, we will select a small bunch out of the total quantity. The small quantity will be selected. We'll test this quality, sir, whether it is setting and whether it is meeting with our parameters or not. And suppose if it is meeting, then we can say that the sir, whole lot is perfect. Are you getting my point of view? But randomly people testing would be important. Otherwise, we could never come to know whether the quality of product is of good or not. Am I very clear to all my dear students? Say yes or no. Yes, sir. Say this, people. It is a system of ensuring and maintenance of proper standards in manufactured goods, especially by periodic random inspection of the product. Understood? Yes. It involves checking and monitoring of process and product with an intention of preventing non-conforming material going to the customer. We don't want that without our confirmation, without our checking, without our verification, product should go to customer. So on many product people, have you seen the one sticker is attached called as QC? On many products, you can find it out this kind of stickers written as QC. So what is a QC? Sir, QC refers to quality check. Once the quality is checked properly, sir, then only that product will be, sir, make it available to the customers. Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. So first one, sir, we should plan the quality. Number two, sir, we should control the quality. Third one, people assures the quality. What is assuring the quality? Sir, everything. Every activity we should do in order to give one assurance to the customers that whatever the product they are buying from us is matching with the what we are stating in our quality document. So we'll do everything, people, starting from procuring the raw material, converting them into finished goods, making available, documenting each and everything. We'll try to see that we should match with each and every activity, people, at quality level, so that our finished product, when it reaches to customer, it has only one thing: customer satisfaction, nothing else. Understood? Yes, sir. Now read this, people. You will actually learn the entire process here. Okay, you are going to learn the entire process. So learn this process of quality once again. See this. Quality assurance concentrate on identifying various processes. Point number one, their interaction and sequence. Yes, sir. Now, define the objective of each process. First process is what? Sir, procuring raw material. What is the most important objective? Sir, bringing the raw material into factory. Do I require to check the quality of raw material? Yes, sir. Because if we are getting low quality of raw material, our finished goods will be also of a low quality. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Second, sir, identifying the key result areas. What are the most important areas which I need to cover up over here? Further, measures to measure the results. We should take all those measures by which we can measure our results. Like if my quality is there, 100%, 80%, 70% accuracy. If it is good, then carrot white's purity should be checked. Yes, sir. Establish the procedures for getting the required results. If I want the results, then what kind of procedures I need to adopt? Do I require to improve my production? Do I require to people check my quality properly? Do I require to change my production method so that I can generate the good results? I need to identify this thing very clearly. Further, documenting the procedure, we need to write it down and make it available everyone to follow the same. So once I received people good quality, I will tell every department to follow the same structure to get the good results. Agree? Yes, sir. Further, educating the people to implement the procedure. Will tell everyone that you need to also follow the same procedure in order to get the good results. So you already explained. Preparing the standard operating instruction. Standard operating instruction means what? Sir, everyone has to follow this method only, if you want to achieve the quality. And we would like to assure outsiders that our product is 100% good with the quality. Okay, sir. To guide the people on the work spot, monitoring and measuring the performance. Constantly will monitor, constantly will measure whether the product is actually giving the same output as desired or not. Taking suitable actions on deviation. If there is anything which is not matching, then we'll take immediately good actions, sir, and continuously improving the system. The entire process, people, they had explained it in a line by line format. I request my dear student to please So, my dear student, please read this very carefully. Quality assurance one more time. Last one I have already explained you people, there is a quality improvement. As the product's quality would never reaches to 100%, there is always a scope for improvement. So we would try to, take all the benefits available in the market by which we would be able to improve our quality to the next level and we can make each and everyone very happy with our product and with our services. Now revise both the concepts very fast, very quick, please, my dear students. Documenting the procedure refers to writing down the procedures, noting out the entire procedure so that the standard procedure will be followed by everyone, which can assure the good quality product will be available in the market. See this, quality improvement is the never-ending process. It's never gets end at all. The customers needs and expectations are continuously changing. Yes, sir. Customer is always demanding something different. For them. Yes. On the changes in the technology, economic, political situation, ambitious dreams and competition. Customers' demand is also getting changed. And in order to meet the customers' demand people, we need to identify the most important key areas. Means all those important factors people where actually improvement in the quality is required. Then people. Quality assurance people is the entire process starting from beginning of an activity of bringing the raw material, defining the standard, constantly and continuously measuring the quality, checking with the performance. If we had already achieved, then we will note down this process. We'll ask everyone to follow the process so that the constant and continuous quality improvement can be achieved. That is the quality assurance. Then people, let's we will move to the next question. A very small, very simple, yet an important question. People. And now we are going to learn quality management process. Okay. So QM process or QM module people, we are going to learn what we need to do. A very simple thing, sir. First, define the quality. So masters and the standards are set people for the quality management. That this would be the master records and this would be the standard. Minimum we want quality of this level. Whatever is best according to you people. Okay. Yes. Secondly, people, we will set the quality targets that we would try our level best that our product is 70% accurate. I want to improve my product quality to 80%. So I have set the target. First of all, standard is decided. Yes. Now keep on improving your quality also. Yes, sir. We should keep on improving our quality also. Further, to manage these people, we need to prepare what? Sir, quality management plans. We need to decide very carefully and we should plan accordingly, sir, so that quality could be managed in a long run. Okay, sir. Third one, sir. First one, master data and standards are set. Yes, sir. Quality targets are set. Yes, sir. Quality management people. Plan is prepared. Yes, sir. Now, people define how these quality targets will be measured. That is identifying whether the quality targets is achieved or not. Example, as I said, people, I want accuracy 80%. So that could be a target. If it is gold, I want purity. If it is diamond, I want proper cut and finishing. If it is a product, I want less to less number of defective products. That could also be a criteria, people. Understood? Yes. Take the actions people needed to measure the quality. If there is any action that's needed to measure the quality of a product, then you should have a separate, quality management team who can measure this quality, whether we are achieving that qualities or not. Further, sir, if there is any quality issue, then it must be identified. If any improvement or changes are required, then the such change request must be done. Yes, sir. If any changes are needed in the product, then change request is sent. Finally, report for the overall level of quality achieved will be shown and quality will be checked at the multiple points. Refer it people very quickly. These all questions are simple people, yet they are extremely important because for 2 marks and 4 marks, chapter number 2 is very hot favorite for the institute people. Institute keeps on asking the questions from here. So I request my dear student to please give your 100% attention. Even master data of quality should be set, like what would be the quality of a product, how we will measure, what is the minimum criteria, what we should do in order to improve the quality. That is the master records are set. Okay. If suppose we are quality department, then the person's data related to who is managing the quality is also a master record. Then quality standards will be set that we want 80% accuracy, 70%. I want maximum product should be prepared as per the best quality. So standard you should set. Accordingly, you can measure the quality and improve the quality. Okay. Done people till here? Everyone is completely clear? Okay. Moving ahead, people, now to the next concept. Please concentrate very carefully, okay? Yes. Now tell me, people, maximum companies are doing a manufacturing activities, yes or no? Yes, sir. Even if they are not doing manufacturing activities, people, they are into the business where they need some plant and machineries. Sir, if they are not doing the manufacturing business, then plant and machinery, it could be a computer, IT system, or anything, people. Don't think that the plant and machinery is related only with the expectation of machines. No, even computers and whatever the technology we are using in our business premises, people also comes under what? Plant and machinery. Suppose people, you are a manufacturer of a car. Okay, you are a manufacturer of car. Don't you think that you need to maintain the best plant and machinery all the time? Yes, sir. So the breakdown, accidents could be avoided. Yes, sir. If you maintain your plant and machinery very nicely, people, you give them the proper maintenance, timely oiling and everything, people, changing the parts on a regular basis, people. That will also reduces the number of accidents. Yes, sir. Can it increases, my dear student, life expectancy of assets? Yes, sir. Suppose I will give you a very simple example. Forget about the other examples. Now, student, you are having Activa. Suppose your father has given you Activa, okay? And your father is having one Activa. Once it is given in your hand, after 5 years, in what condition that Activa will be now? I can easily judge. And father is having the Activa from last 7 years. But what is the condition? You know very well. I don't require to say anything. What is the difference? Your Activa people cannot be taken by a third person unless and until they know what is the actual criteria of running your Activa. Yes, yes, yes. And your father's Activa, you take it anytime. First one, fuel completely available, brake and everything properly working, accelerator and everything it's perfectly working. You can easily take it for a long distance also without any hesitation. And even if I want to take it for more than 10 kilometers, then I need to specifically take permission from you. Will it go or it will keep it me in between only? Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. What is the major problem between your father's Activa and your Activa? Sir, father maintains the Activa very perfectly. Every Sunday, sir, at least once in a month or at least once in a 2 months, father take on Sunday this Activa to garage, make it all entire things of maintenance and everything. Okay, tires and everything will be checked, sir, properly, so that three benefits are there. Life expectancy of Activa increased, yes. Accidents reduce, yes, and chances of breakdown also reduce. So same way, my dear student, if you are running the industry, which is actually into the business of producing the goods and services, don't you think people you need to maintain properly your plant and machinery? Yes, sir. You need to prepare the proper list of all the assets. Yes, sir. Don't you think you need to provide proper depreciation to all? Yes, sir. Don't you think people you need to provide proper maintenance to all of them? Yes, sir. When we prepare this plant and machinery schedule, people, it actually helps us to get the ample of benefit. Are you getting my point of view? Yes. Come on. Let's other people reading. And before people problem arises, we are taking the solution. So that is the preventive measures. Okay. I don't want that machinery should actually face the breakdown and then I will repair it. Before it comes to such kind of people issues, let me result in advance itself. Understood? Yes. Still this is a functional module, people, which handles the maintaining of equipments and enables the efficient planning of production and generation of maintenance schedule. So plant and machinery will be maintained very effectively, very accurately. Plant maintenance application component provides you with a comprehensive software. What is the comprehensive? That all the problem solved in a one single software. Comprehensive, covering every aspects of plant and machinery. Concentrate. Solution for all the maintenance activities that are performed within a company. Agree? Yes, sir. It supposed cost-effective maintenance method because what? If breakdown happens, people, and then if I ask the mechanic to come and to change that parts now, it will cost me more. But during the time of people, I come to know now it's a time for a replacement, and I do the replacement in well advance people. Emergency will not arise. I do not require to pay extra charges, and that will be a cost saving for me. Agree? Yes. Further, they are called as a preventive maintenance. Okay. Say this. To achieve the minimum breakdown, yes, sir. We want plant and machinery. To keep the plant and machinery in good working condition all the time. Yes, sir. To keep the machine and other facilities under the permits, okay, that can be used at an optimum level. Yes, sir. We can use it this machineries to the optimum level without any hesitation, without any disturbance. And third one, not only us people, but even the other department can also use it. Say this. To ensure the availability of machine building and services required by other section of the factory for the performance of their functions at an optimal returns. Understood? Yes, sir. So three major benefits. Achieving minimum breakdown, yes, sir. Optimum utilization of resources, yes, sir. And third one, sir, this resources could be utilized by anyone. Example, sir. Now we are promising you, sir, we will maintain our Activa in such a good condition that if you come to our branch, we will give our Activa to you, sir. And please be relaxed, sir. You can use our Activa without hesitation. Promise, sir, promise. See this maximum people can't promise also. Ayo, so slow people. Come on. We need to prepare the three things, people. First one, employee equipment master. All the equipment must be registered. Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Minimum breakdown means disturbance while using the machinery. Okay. Yes. Second, plant maintenance. Equipment must be there, which will provide our to review that what kind of plant and machinery we are maintaining, how we are maintaining, how frequently we are providing services to them. Finally, people, plant maintenance. All 3 points people are reading now. Please concentrate. Okay, see this. It is a repository. Repository means something which stores the data. Something which stores the data. It's called as repository. It is a repository of the standard information that one needs related to specific piece of equipment. So what is this machinery? Why this machinery is used? What is the actual capacity of machinery? Weight of machinery? Manufacturing? Maintenance requirement? Oil changing schedule? Standard information will be available over there. Okay. Second, sir, equipment and plant maintenance. It provides variety of reports that help us to review and manage the information about the plant and maintenance. Okay, sir. It will talk about its maintenance. Let last machinery was repaired at what time? Who had done that? When would be the next service due? Everything. Third one, these reports people are used to review and manage the information about the preventive maintenance schedules, service types, and any maintenance by the organization. Okay, sir. Any doubt, any queries, any confusion, people? Please recall this three benefits. First three benefits, please recall it very fast. Be energetic, my dear student here. So slow, yeah. Sometimes you get so slow. Be energetic. Come on, yeah, everybody. Yes. First point, people, that is to achieve minimum breakdown. Breakdown means what? Getting out of functionality. Suppose you are running your car and car got stuck on the road. So that is a breakdown. Something which is what expected from the machinery to perform the activity. Right now, machinery is not doing that activity. It's called as a breakdown. There is no difference between people, equipment, and plant. This one maintenance. Okay. Equipment master. Master means a permanent record. So you are having suppose 10 car with you. So 10 cars record will be there. Yes. Model. Yes. Petrol or diesel. Yes. Comfort. Yes. Date of purchase. Yes. Basic details of keeping all these equipment people is called as employee master. Equipment master. Simple. Okay, sir. Come on. Moving to the people. Next chapter. Okay. Today also with people, we are completing this chapter. So I need everyone's 100% attention over here. Very simple chapter is this. Not to people worried a lot, but yes, understanding the concept is the vital role. By reading, you can't understand this thing. Even after reading, for one time when I do the reading, you again need same thing, sir. That please explain us the meaning once again. Example of breakdown. Breakdown means what people, as I said, machinery is not working. It's a breakdown. Concentrate. The next one, people, is a project system model. Now, what is a project system model? So, sir, there is a great possibility that one company can work on a different projects at that time. Now, every department is working over there, sub department will be there. Yes. Say, for example, people, you are appointed. You are appointed as a general manager for Burj Khalifa buildings to be constructed. Oh my God, sir. Yes, you are appointed as a general manager, people, for Burj Khalifa building to be constructed. So obviously, people, do you think so? You require to contact with many people? Yes, sir. Someone will first people do the foundation work. Yes. Someone will take a slab. Yes. Cement supplier. Yes. Number of floors are already done. Yes. With architect also. Yes, sir. Then painting and other work. Yes, sir. All setting the floors and everything. Yes. Tiles work and everything. Yes. Plumbing work. Yes. Electricity work. Yes. Glass from outside. Yes, sir. So many activities are there. So people, as a general manager, how could you come to know that who has performed how much the activity? So it is very difficult to concentrate. But that can be people make it easy, or we can make these things easy, people, with the help of project management schedule. In a project management, people will design the one project and will ask every department to submit the reports on this common platform. So everyone will submit the report, and these reports can be seen by general manager. So general manager can easily evaluate people that this what exactly is done, what is pending, what went wrong, what went correct. Are you getting my point of view? Have you understood this saying? See this. Concentrate. This is an integrated project management tool used for planning and managing the projects and portfolio management. What is a portfolio management? Number of activities. When multiple activities are conducted, people, and you want to manage all the activities at a central location, you can use project management. Understood? Yes. It has several tools, sir, that enables the project management to process, such as like, what would be the cost of this plant, cost of this project, how we will get the finance, how we will be able to complete, how we will get the resources, how the logistic will be operated, many things. Check it out. Scheduling, requisition for material, services execution until the project completion. Understood? Yes, sir. You can see this people over here in diagram. First, we will create the templates. That is a draft project. Templates refers to what, people? Draft project. Based on which the actual project will be created. Agree. Further, sir, we will plan for the project properly. Suppose, people, the next example. You want metro city in your metro in your city. Okay, sir. So you want what, sir? Metro. So we will inform to our MLA. MLA talks to MP. MP talks this thing into the parliament, and accordingly, the development minister has to see that. Urban development minister has to see that whether we are getting this facility or not. So till that time, it is in draft project. Suppose ministry approves. Ministry says that okay, your city will get metro. So now, sir, metro company will be identified and the project will be given to them. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Now, metro company will do the project management. They will first identify from which area to which area you want to connect the metro. How they can be able to get the land from the people, which area they want to cover, how they would be able to cover maximum people, within the area. Everything will be pre-decided. Where will be the station, how we will bring the raw material here, how will the construction will start, how the process activity will be done, how the metro will be make it sure available, within how many days or how many years this project will be over. Everything gets pre-decided, people, under the project management system. So my dear student, please repeat with me. Come on, everybody. Number one, Sir, we need to create the draft project. Yes, sir. Sir, create the main project. Yes, sir. Make the proper planning for this project. Yes. Ask ministry to give the funds, sir. That is budgeting will be done. Finally, sir, we'll start production or we will start construction. I mean to say, yes, sir. And finally, sir, project completion will be done. And every level, at each and every level, I want reports to be given to general manager. So that is done under the project management module. Am I very clear to you? Project system module. See this. So in the process in project system, people, project system is closely integrated. Integrated with what? Sir, connected with other modules like sir logistic. We require timely material, sales and distribution, plant maintenance, production planning, PP module, etc. Yes, sir. Before we start any construction, sir, we need to coordinate with all this department so that raw material will be available on time, finished goods can be produced on time, and we will be able to complete our project also on time. Am I very clear to you, my dear student? Please refer this paragraph very fast, very quick. Everyone highly requested to please read it very fast. Done, my dear student. The project system module people which actually enables to give you the one type of assurity that project will be completed within the time, within the cost allocated to you, and within the resources which will be made available to you. Portfolio management activities refers to people number of activities we are doing in order to provide the best services to our customers. Like suppose if I am indulge myself into multiple activities, so combined all the activities will be called as portfolio management. My dear student, okay. The very simple example, people, once again, I'm just taking a 2 minutes for you people to revise it, the concept once again. Project system module. Suppose you want specific constructions to be get it done. Then company should allot it that work people. That company has to do the project management. They need to decide what kind of construction you want, when construction will begin, how raw material and everything will be acquired, how human resources and everything will be managed, when we are going to finish this project and everything. That comes under the project system module. People mark this question number 35 as an important one. People, as I said, people, every department is directly or indirectly gets connected to which department? The financial and accounting department. Whether it is a production department, sales department, marketing, HR, quality control department, supply chain management, or even customer relationship management. Every department has a direct or indirect relationship with which department? Sir, with finance and accounting department. So now, my dear student, what we are learning in this question, listen to me very carefully. You are having production department, yes sir. Sales department, yes sir. Marketing, HR, finance, logistic, quality control, supply chain management, and now you are getting this all department. You are getting people of this department connected with financial and accounting modules. Understood? Yes, sir. So I want that all these people module gets connected to finance and accounting module. What all steps I need to take so that the department data can be shared between all these departments? And listen to me very carefully. Once again, people, have you understood the question? All the departments are having their separate functions. Yes. Now I want to integrate all these departments with which department? The financial and accounting department. Basically, we do not require to do this because nowadays in ERP software, we are getting this feature by default. Okay. Four things you need to remember. How many things? Four things. Whatever the master data is created by people, that should be same across all the departments. So master data across all the modules must be the same. If we are doing any transaction people, then that transaction data must be shared. Sir, not understood. Say for an example, people, I am purchasing goods from Mr. Raja. Okay, purchase goods, purchase goods from Mr. Raja worth rupees 20,000. Tell me, what would be the journal entry people for this? Sir, purchases account debit to Mr. Raja. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Agree? Okay. 20,000, 20,000. Yes, sir. 20,000, 20,000. Date. Suppose we are putting the today's date only. 20th of February. 2021. Okay, my dear student. Okay. Now, people, can I say that this purchase account and Mr. Raja account are the master record? Yes, sir. So all the department, whether it is a inventory department, whether it is accounts payable department because we have to pay now. Yes. So accounts payable department or whether it is other department. For all department, this master record will remain what? Sir, it will remain the same. Agree? Yes. But people, I have purchased goods on credit from Mr. Raja. Do you think so, people, that finance department has to make the payment now? Yes, sir. How much payment, Mr. How much payment should be made to Mr. Raja? Sir, 20,000. So whatever the transaction data is there, that is required to be shared with the other department. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So master data across all the department must be same. And whatever the transactions we are doing, that data must be shared with all the departments. Understood, my dear student? Yes, sir. Master data must be the same and transaction data must be shared. Yes. Third one, people. See this. Yesterday, when I was teaching people in my last class, I had explained you the time screen. Yes, sir. On that, we had seen the separate vouchers were there. For contrast, separate payment, separate receipt, separate purchase, separate sales, separate journal, separate. Remember those things? Yes, sir. So using people separate vouchers for separate type of modules. Yes, sir. Accounting vouchers were different. Inventory vouchers were different. Agree? Yes, sir. So if we use a different voucher now, chances of transaction wrong entry would be very less. Yes, sir. So number one, sir, master data must be the same. Transaction data must be shared. Use different types of voucher for different types of transactions to be entered. And finally, sir, figures and transaction may flow across the different departments. Example, when the financial statements are prepared, finally, books of accounts. Okay, that is our profit and loss account and balance sheet. Do you think so? People balance must be transferred from closing stock to that statement. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. So figures and transaction may flow across the different departments. Now, please read this all 4 points very fast, very quick. Master data across all the modules must be same and shared with the other modules. Common transaction data must be shared people whenever required. Third one, use different types of people vouchers for each module. And finally, the figures and transaction may flow across the different departments. Monetary value and other transactions may be shifted from one department to another department. Read now, people. See this. Closing stock is taken to trading account as well as to balance sheet. Closing stock quantity is required by purchase department because they should know what is the exactly availability right now to store department, accounts department, production department, etc. And it is necessary to design the system so that the data can be shared between the peoples as and when it's needed, my dear student. Understood? Can you see people right now tally in front of you? Yes. If I am doing accounting vouchers, You can see on the right hand side, all the different vouchers are there. Yes, sir. Okay. If I am going back, people, to inventory vouchers, to record the inventory vouchers, different things are there. Yes, sir. All different things are there. So we are using the separate vouchers for recording separate transactions, people. That is the third point. All my dear student done 100%. Okay. People, now we are left with the three important questions. Okay. The question number 36 is pending. Question number previous one, that is in the that section of ERP, people. Two questions are there. I just would come across to those questions first of all. 15 and 13. Okay. 13, 15, and 36. These three questions are pending. Before we start, people, I am giving you the small 3 minutes break. At 11:20, we will restart. People, take a break, get fresh for these three questions. These are the very important questions from this chapters. Are you there with me, people? Everyone? Okay. Let's continue, people, our journey for the next one, my dear student. And next question, people, we are having, it's a question number 13. Question number 13, people, talks about the two things. What are the risks involved in ERP system and how we can control it? So basically, people, we know that ERP system maintains what? Tell me, centralized database or decentralized database? Centralized or decentralized? ERP based system, sir, it maintains centralized database. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So all the data, people, related to organization is stored at the central level. Yes, sir, it is stored at the central level. People, there is a chances that this data can be damaged. Yes, sir. Can be deteriorated. Yes, sir. Can be deleted. Yes, sir. Can be misused. Yes, sir. Can be hacked. Yes, sir. Hackers can hack it. So there is a sir, great possibility of this thing that sir, we are maintaining centralized database system so that data could be damaged, deteriorate, or can happen many wrong things with the data. Agree? Yes, sir. Number second most important thing, people. As there is a centralized database system, maximum people will get the access to the database. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. And there is a great possibility that people, someone will get over access. What is over access? Suppose he is just a production manager and he got access, my dear student, to balance sheet. So that is called as what? Sir, over access. Now he can leak the sir company secrets to the outside. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir, he can leak the company secrets to the outside. People, do you think so that this could be dangerous? Yes, sir. So two major drawback, people, of ERP system is what? Sir, we are maintaining centralized system. So all the database is stored at the one single location. Major risk. Number two, sir, anyone can get the access. And if someone got the over access, sir, then there is a great possibility that, sir, that data could be misutilized or can be, sir, it will be given in the hands of wrong person also. Am I very clear to all my dear charters? Okay. Serious people. Major feature of ERP system is centralized database. Now, please keep your eyes open, ears open, and to the topic, people, because it is the longest question. Okay, it covers 5 sub-components. 5 sub-components. Okay, yes. Right now, people try to understand. We will first figure out what is the risk, and then we will figure out how we can control the risk. Anyone can get access to the data. It's a risk, but we can apply role-based access control. Could be preventive measure of risk. So we are learning both risk also and how we can control that risk also. Understood, my dear student? Say yes. Yes, sir. Come on. As the complete data is stored centrally at one location, people, ensuring the safety and minimizing the risk of data loss is a big challenge. What is a big challenge, people? Sir, safety of data as well as minimizing of risk. Do you agree with me? Yes, sir. Further, people, in a non-integrated system, sir, data is stored by each department separately. If we are following the non-integrated, then sir, every department has their own set of data. Then there is a no risk, sir. Okay. And this risk will be less in such environment. Okay. Once again, people, two major risks. Let me tell you. First one, sir, centralized database. All the person in an organization can access the same data. Yes, sir. Then again poses the risk of leakage of information or access of information to a non-related person. Means what? Sir, over access in simple word. Yes. A person from sales department checking the salary in production department. Sir, this could be disaster. Why he should be given with the access to that level, sir? Not at all, sir. Okay. Second, people, as there is a centralized database, all the users have the same data for recording of transaction. Yes, sir. One more risk that putting the incorrect data into the system by unrelated users. There is again a major risk, sir. See this: a person from HR department recording a purchase order. So, person from HR department should do what? Sir, he should record only HR department related data. What he did, sir, he entered purchase order. Now there is a wrong data will be there. Understood, people? Okay. So now, people, to control all this risk, people, okay, we need to apply certain controls. To control all these types of risk, we need to apply certain types of controls. The people, overall controls, risk basically, risk of ERP is categorized into 5 parts. How many parts? 5 parts. How many parts? 5 parts. Please keep on responding, people. I know you are so slow here. God will separately punish you. At least one person is there in front of you, is putting all the energy. At least keep response here. Come on. Yes. So how many problems are there? Sir, 5 problems. Number one, people issue. Number two, people, we are going to refer process issue. Process issue. Number three is the technological issue. Number four, people, we will have implementation issue. And fifth one, people, we will have the post implementation issue. So altogether, we are going to refer how many types of risk, people? 5 types of risk. First one, people issue. Second, process issue. Third, sir, technological issue. Number four, sir, implementation related issue. And fifth, sir, post implementation issue. Now, people, they will ask you a simple question for 4 marks. Explain people related issue in implementing ERP software. Then you have to write it down. These people related issues properly, people. Understood? Yes, sir. First point, change management, training, staff turnover, top management, and consultant. 5 points are there for 5 marks. Okay? Yes. Now, let people try to figure it out the risk. Okay? And I will ask you people to tell me the control. Then how can you control the risk? So you can answer me, people, also. So right now, people, we are going with a question answer session, expecting maximum people to reply. Come on. First one, people, is the risk called as change management. Tell me, people, when we apply the ERP-based software in a system, ERP-based software that I purchased and I applied in my organization, still, people, I am going to perform the same number of activity? No, sir. Your some activities will reduce and some new activities will be there. Sir, what activities will reduce and what activities will increase? Can you please tell us? Yes, my dear student. Physical maintenance of books of accounts gone. But electronic data entry has to be done. Yes, sir. So physical data entry gone. And new electronic data entry comes. Say this. Change will occur, people, in the employee's job profile. Some jobs becomes irrelevant and some new jobs will be created. So there is a risk. People do not accept this. How we can make them sure that they should accept this? Sir, only one thing. Give them the training properly. Make them understand what they have to do. Provide them the proper user manuals and everything, so that they will automatically getting shifted to the new activities. Agree, people? I request every channels to read the controls by yourself only. And if you're finding out any difficulty, raise hand. I will explain it. Okay? Let it be. Me only read it. Proper training to the users with the well documented, means well written manuals. Yes. Practical hands-on the training of the ERP system should be provided so that the transition means transfer From our old system to new ERP system would be smooth and hassle-free. Hassle-free means risk-free. Okay, people will easily accept it. Okay, sir. Second idea, student. Tell me, ERP system provides real-time data or it provides people past data? Sir, it provides both real-time also as well as your historical past data also because entire data is stored at the one location. Yes, yeah, no? Yes. Based on this thing, people, sometimes our planning activity gets changed. Different mission gets changed. Again, everyone will be confused. Sir, new activities to be done, sir. Yes, my dear student, concentrate. The way in which the organization function will change, the planning, the forecasting, and the decision-making capabilities will improve. We will be able to take more proper, more better decisions, and everyone will not digest this. Further, information integration happens, etc. How we can handle this thing, people? Simple. Create pure new vision and mission document. Circulate to all the employees. Tell them about your new vision and new mission and ask everyone to follow the same. Series. It requires to ensuring the project charter, that is a new document, new project, or mission statement exists. The project requirements are probably documented. We have done that. And it is signed by the users and the senior managers that whenever the changes are brought, whenever, is I audible to everyone properly, people? Whenever the changes are introduced, people, that changes will be accepted by all. Understood? Yes. Sir. So first one, that some jobs becomes irrelevant, new jobs will be added. Number two, the changing the scope of the problem, the activity, sir, changing the vision and mission of a company. Example I want to give you for second one. Presume people, yearly you decided in a year, you want to sell 10,000 units. How many units you want to sell? Sell 10,000 units. Okay. But tell me once again, people, is my software gives me real-time data? Yes or no? Yes, sir. And people, at the end of the 6 months, when I evaluate this thing, people, I come to know that we had already crossed the 9,000 unit sales. Now, my question to you, people, should I keep my target of 10,000 unit only or should I change my target now? Sir, if it is achieved within the 6 months, for the next 6 months, you need to revise your target. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Yes, sir. And that is the people's second point that when ERP system is introduced, our planning, our decision-making process, our scope of activities, maximum activities gets changed. So we should have the people proper charter, management and employees should sign that. If company would be able to achieve good results, we will continue this journey for future also. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. Number three, people. Changing the scope of the problem is another problem. Sometimes the entire project is required to change, people, because under ERP system, we get a wonderful solutions. There may be a possibility that the entire project gets changed. So again, the same thing, people. Clear defining the change control procedure and ask everyone that along with the change, we need to change. Understood? Yes. My dear student, second thing I want to ask you, listen to me. Answer to me. Suppose your father has purchased a new bike, okay, and you want to take ride on it. But you know, people, when you start the bike, you try to take it on a ride, but you are not comfortable because earlier bike was there on which the backside gear system was there. In this new bike, front side gear system is there. You are getting completely confused. It's like, Chef father, what is this you purchased, dear father? I don't like it. Now, even the new system, when you don't know how to run it, you face what? Difficulty. And you start ignoring that. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Same thing, my dear student, happens with the people also. In an organization, people were very happy with the old system of software. But now the software system got changed, it got updated, but people are not ready to accept it. Why they are not accepted? Because they are hesitate to use. They don't have the proper training to use. But if I give them the people in-depth proper training, even if it is cost me more, if I give them the training, will the people accept the new thing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Seriously, people. Since the greater part of the training takes place towards the end of the ERP implementation cycle, management may curtail means reduce the training due to increase in overall cost budget. Now, this is also another problem. If we do not give them the proper training, why? Because the cost is getting increased tremendously. So management decided not to spend tremendous cost for training to these employees. That could be a tremendously disaster because employees are required, sir, that they must be trained properly. If they are trained properly, they will be able to work properly. So don't curtail the cost, make proper provision for the training cost, and then give them the complete training. Yes, see this. Training is the project management activity, people, and shall be imparted. Imparted means must be given to the users of the organization by the skilled consultant and representatives only. Understood? Yes. Third one is a very important one, my dear student. Staff turnover. What is the turnover? The change. Turnover means change. There is a great possibility that, my dear student, our existing staff may leave the organization and other people may join the organization. But others are joining or not, leave it those fine. Those who left the company, people, could be a disaster for me. Yes, yeah, no? Yes. Suppose you all are my employees, people. I gave you the training for the best software. Best ERP software. Training to each and every individual was costing me 35,000 to 80,000 rupees cost. I expended that cost just to train your brain very nicely. After doing all these things, after 6 months, you are telling me, sir, what are you? It will give me heart attack. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So don't say bye bye to me. So what we will do? I'll do very simple thing. First of all, so I will enhance the skills in you. Yes, we will sign the one contract that once you got the trained under this new software, you are not allowed to leave the organization for at least the next 3 years. Further, I will do succession planning. Once you learn, I ask you to keep 2 people under you. I will give you only that department which is a very favorite to you, in which you can show your skills, your talent, your knowledge, and that makes you happy to stay in a company for a longer period of time. I will also try my level best to give you best salary, people, other packages and other incentives, so that that will also motivate you to work hard. Sir, we thought that ERP system is so simple. No, my dear student, maximum companies have already faced these issues, so that it comes to our knowledge that how, if we are applying in our organization ERP system, can get resolved these problems if it happens at all in my company then. Understood? Yes, sir. Okay. Say this. As the overall system is integrated and connected with each other department, it becomes complicated and difficult to first understand. Okay. Employee turnover, that is qualified and skilled people leaving the company during the implementation or transition phase can affect the entire schedule as well as the results and delay in implementation and cost overrun. Even sometimes expenses also increase. Yes, sir, because they so left. I need to call new people. I appoint new people. I again need to start from the zero, giving them the training. I don't want it. Since this can be controlled and minimized by allocation of employees to task matching their skill set. Whatever the skills they have, people, according to matching the task will be given to them. Yes, sir. Fixing the compensation package, giving them the good salary and other benefits accordingly, thus keeping the employees all time happy and content that would minimize the staff turnover. They would be quite busy with their work. In the work in which they are performing well, I'll give that department only. So they will keep on doing the activity in that department. Staff turnover can be drastically reduced. So number one, my dear student, there is the change management. Some skills, some job will be becomes ineffective, some new jobs will be added. Number two, sir, there could be revision into the product vision, mission, goals, objectives. Number three, the scope of project could be changed. Number two, the training. If management reduces the cost of training, sir, then employee will not get the proper training. We should make proper budget to give them the training. Next one, sir, staff turnover. Your employees are leaving your organization, sir. That could be a disaster thing. To control this, sir, give them the jobs which is matching to their skills. Give them proper compensation. Make them always happy. Yes, sir. Agree. Further. Next one, top management support. Serious people, many times this thing happens that before we implement this project on people, top management is say, yeah, go ahead. But later on, when they come to know people, that ERP system is a costly affair. We need to improve everything. Our infrastructure, number of users, computers, system, software, implementation, network, training cost, then cost goes beyond to the limit. And then top management raises their hand and says that sorry, we don't want to implement this process. Right? This could be biggest disaster. It could be biggest blunder, my dear. Because cost here already included. That will go waste. And company has to again start from the zero. So people see this. ERP implementation will fail if the top management does not provide support and grant the permission for availability of huge resources that requires during transition. Transition means, sir, converting from old system to new system. Understood? Yes, sir. First, we should do what? Sir, take in writing that top management will support on each and every requirement, give them calculated cost. ERP implementation shall be started only after the top management is fully convinced to assure that they will provide me the full support. Am I very clear to you? Yes. Very important one, people. See this. Till here, the maximum problem got resolved. Other problems are very simple. Other problems are very simple. Don't worry about it. This would be the people-related issues were the major. Consultant. Many people we implement the ERP system. Yes, sir. We implement the ERP system, but we implement the ERP system in a wrong segment where actually ERP system was not needed. So, what is the most important requirement? Sir, we should appoint the consultant in such a perfect manner that he can understand the industry, he can understand your business, and then only, sir, that ERP system implementation should be done. Please listen, my dear students. These are the experts, okay, in the implementation of ERP package, but might not be familiar with the internal working and organizational culture. There are people, my culture is so super. Records are up to date. All departments are sharing the department data with one department to another department on a real-time basis with some other techniques. If this is done, do you think so I require ERP software? No, sir. Your work is getting done without ERP, sir. Then why you will spend crores and crores rupees to purchase ERP? Okay. But people, as that consultant is not familiar with my business, he is familiar with ERP, so he will tell me apply the ERP. But actually, if it is not needed in my business, then I should not purchase it. So the consultant should be the person who is, having the knowledge of both about my industry also and about the ERP system also. He will evaluate my company also and he will evaluate ERP software also. And then he will give me a wonderful decision whether to implement or whether not to implement. Here people say this. The consultant should be assigned a liaison officer. What is a liaison officer? Impartial. The person who is a generic, the person who is having a good knowledge of both company also and ERP system also. Yes. Senior manager who can be familiarized with the company and its working. Till here everything is clear? Yes. Please refer people these 2 points very fast. Then people. Okay. Liaison officer refers to people, the one who is an impartial person. The person who is having the knowledge of multiple segments. He is having the knowledge of business also, he is having the knowledge of ERP system also. Second one, my dear student. Now we are going for the process related risk. Okay? Yes. Now, process related risk people, okay, it is generally I think the two only. Yes. The first risk is related to program management. Now, what is the program management? Let me tell you. Now, people, listen to me very carefully, okay? Project management. Now, my dear students, suppose I want to implement the ERP system. Yes. And even people, after implementing ERP system, my team is still managing the records on a physical book of accounts only. They are not keeping all the data up to date. It's like 10 days sales transaction is done, then they keep on entering into the ERP system. then my dear student, there is no use of ERP system. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Because we purchase the ERP system with what benefit? Sir, we purchase the ERP system with the benefit of having centralized database management system. All the data will be available at the central location. So any department who wants to gain the access to any department, they can gain the access immediately. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. But what is the major problem here? Sir, here it's like they are not maintaining day-to-day wise data, but they are they are creating a mess, sir. They're like creating the 10-15 days data together and then they put it into the software. There could be a possibility of information gap between day-to-day program management activities and ERP-enabled functions like material and procurement planning, logistics, and manufacturing. So this requires two people bridging the gap information between the traditional ERP-based functions and high-value operational management function. We should do timely activity. We should record every transaction on time so that each and every activity people can be monitored as well as managed on a real-time basis. Now, tell me people, when I will implement ERP system in my software, is it a small change or it's a very, very, very large amount of changes, people? Tell me people, is it a small change or it's a large change? Like keep on responding, my dear student. You're so slow. Yes, sir. It's a large change. And remember, people, wherever the people, you are going to learn this concept once again in your strategic management subject also, SM also. Okay. In a last chapter of SM, you will do again this concept called as people business process re-engineering. It all other people, whatever the process was there in the organization, we are removing the existing process, removing and starting on again people from the scratch, starting from the once again A for apple. That means again we are redesigning every business process, and that is what called as people business process reengineering. So BPR means not just a change, but it's a dramatic change, people, and that's a dramatic improvement. Understood? Yes. Sir. So whenever we are implementing ERP system in my business, people, will it include small changes into the process, or it would be a drastic change into the process? Sir, drastic change into the process. See this. This requires overviewing, that is deciding very clearly of organizational structure, management system, job description, their performance measurement, skill development, training, and use of IT. All these things are required, sir. We need before we implement ERP. Let all these structures should be defined. Top level, middle level, lower level should be defined. Database administrator and everyone should be clearly defined. Everyone should be given with their job profile. Everyone should know what they are supposed to do. Yes, sir. Clear? 100%, sir. Next one, my dear student, we are having technological risk. What is the technological risk, people? Now, ERP software is people we are using the technology. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Now, people in ERP software, we know multiple features are coming. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Can ERP handle the trading business? Yes, sir. It can handle the trading business. Can it handle the people manufacturing business? Yes, sir. It can handle the manufacturing business. Can it, my dear student, it handles the service business? Yes, sir. It can handle the service business. Agree. But tell me, people, in ERP system, I am having accounts, inventory, and manufacturing module. Okay, manufacturing module. Tell me, in trading business, which module will I keep on? Sir, accounting should be kept on, and sir, inventory should be kept on. This requires not there. Sir, please keep it off. Agree? Yes. If I am doing manufacturing business, then sir, all should be on. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. All should be on. If I am using service industry, then sir, keep only accounts on. Even though you are having the features, sir, of inventory and others, keep it off only. Do you agree with me? Yes, sir. So, my dear student, a very simple thing. Tell me, ERP software are coming with the multiple features. Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. Just as the multiple options are there, should I keep all the options on, or should I keep only those options on which right now currently I need it in my business? Sir, right now currently which is required in your business. Okay. Say it, my dear student. ERP system offers myriad. Myriad means number of, extraordinary, large number of features and functions. However, not all organization requires those many features. Implementing all the features and functionality just for the sake, it can be distorious for the organization. If you keep everything on the people, your employees will be highly disturbed. Then there is a chances then they will make a wrong entry. And if they make a wrong entry, sir, it could lead to tremendous disaster. Understood? Yes, sir. So care should be taken, sir, for incorporating the features required by the organization, supporting additional features and functionality that might be required in a future. In future, sir, if your business is expand from trading, you shifted to manufacturing also, then you should keep trading with manufacturing was kept on off. Now you can put it on, but only when your business got shifted from trading to manufacturing. Understood. So in future, if your business needs some additional features to be kept on, at that time kept on, otherwise keep it off only. Sir, another example for this, please. Suppose people, your ERP system supports the foreign currency. Understood? Foreign currency calculation it supports. My question to you people, if you are doing right now currently business only in India, do you think so you want to keep these features on? No, sir. So if you keep it on, there is a great possibility that someone will recording foreign transaction and that could be disaster for your organization. Agree, sir. Here, yes. Next in my dear student is technology obsolescence. This is so always there. Every day new technology is coming and the existing technology becomes what? Old. As I said, people Nokia 1100 was a very fantastic, but obviously iPhone 12, I can't miss this opportunity to buy. Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Why? Sir, technological upgradation always happens. Sir. Even people after iPhone 12, very soon we will find it out someone new, better, best than even iPhone 12. So there is a great possibility that sir, software gets updated and there is some amendments may come. Agree? Say this. With the advent of more efficient technologies, advent means people loves it that more efficient technology they want every day. The ERP system also becomes absolute as the time goes on. So we should purchase the product from that software vendor people who can provide continuous support to us for upgradation. That we can update it. See this. This requires the critical choice of technology architecture of the product, ease of enhancement, and ease of upgrading. Understood? Yes, sir. Easily we can upgrade as and when we want to upgrade our software. Quality of vendor support plays a vital role. Agree, sir. Next, people. Enhancements and upgrades once again, people. Now, there is a great possibility that people, your ERP system software may get up to date, may comes with the new changes. Example, suppose I want to give you, you purchase the you purchase the ERP software, it was not having GST because you purchased somewhat before 1st July 2017. So till that time, GST was not there in India only. So they will not give you these features. Yes. But later on, people, government of India has introduced this. Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Do you think so, people, you require to get it updated in your software? Yes, sir. So that is the same upgrades are given over here. Up to date software. Say this. ERP systems not upgraded and not kept up to date. Patches and upgrades are not installed. What is patches? Repair files. Repair files. Sometimes in software there may be a small errors are there, and to repair this error, people we are using patch file. Okay. So care must be taken by selecting the vendor. Must be having an upgrade and support contact people so that we can automatically get updated version very soon and risk will be reduced. Am I very clear to you? Yes. Now my question to my all dear starters, a very simple question. People, for recharge, which application you are using? For mobile recharge? Sir, Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay? Yes. My dear student, for booking the cab services? Sir, Ola, Uber? Yes, yeah, no? Yes. For ordering food? Sir, Swiggy, Zomato, multiple, sir. Okay. Yes. Third, my dear student, to book a flight ticket. Sir, Go Indigo. Yes. Correct. Indigo, Paytm, Make My Trip, so many things. But my dear student, with this number of applications which you are using, don't you think it is creating a tremendous risk for you because you are sharing your debit card and credit card details with everyone? If anyone's data got lost, people, then that would be a causing a loss to you also. Definitely, sir. So what is the sir control over here? Instead of having multiple applications, my dear student, we should use single application. Even though for a time period it might cost you a little bit more, but on a long run, people, it brings safety and security, which is a very important. See this people application portfolio, you will understand this concept very clearly. This process is focused on the selection of the new businesses and application, and the project requires delivering them. Understood? What this is, sir, we are concentrating on new business application. Every time we are purchasing new applications, sir, how many applications will you purchase? We want ERP software, single software, multiple solution. See this. By bringing to the light the sheer number of applications in the current portfolio, IT organizations can begin to reduce the duplication and complexity. Sheer number means required number of. Whatever the required number of applications are there, now please bring it to the notice of IT. They will design the application in such a manner that you do not require multiple applications to be there. You can get it all work done from your single applications. Agree, my dear student? Cleared with this? Are you sure? Okay. This one, people, we had already done insufficient funding. Okay. Yes, sir. You only told us in the management concept that management may deny the activity if they don't have the requisite funds, sir. So obviously we need to consult to the expert very properly. We should make proper cost availability, and then only, sir, we should go for the ERP implementation. Please read it. The budget for ERP implementation is generally allocated people without consulting to the expert, and then implementation is stopped along the way due to lack of funds. You know, many times when we ask consultant that what would be cost to ERP, there is like only 10 lakhs, and we are only 10 lakhs. Bro, it's okay, let's go. But people, when the new software is coming, we might require to change our entire data system. We need to change our all computers. We need to give the training to our employees. All these costs are first was not clearly estimated. Later on, the cost keeps on increasing, and we get discouraged people from implementing ERP. Are you getting my point of view? Understanding my concept, my dear student? Please keep on responding to me. Okay, sir. Further. So it is necessary to allocate the necessary funds for ERP implementation project and then allocate the sum more for the contingencies. What is contingencies? Sir, which may or may not happen. But we will keep the sum funds in reserves so that even if the loss happens, sir, we would be able to mitigate that loss very nicely. Agree? Yes. We are having only centralized database system. Yes, sir. And if this centralized database system's data got damaged, deteriorated, or hacked, there could be a disaster. Yes, sir. So next people we are having is what? Sir, data safety. Still, and there is only one set of data, and if this data is lost, the whole business comes to standstill. The entire business will, my dear student, stop at the one location. Understood? Yes. So what we should do, sir? According to you, backup should be arranged, and according to us, screenshot will be taken. Understood? Yes. Concentrate. Backup arrangement needs to be very strong. Also, strict physical control is needed for data. It means if this is my data center room, I will not allow any Tom, Dick, Harry to get entered into my data center room. I am the only person who is authorized to enter into data center room. So this way, people, I can protect my data. Understood? Yes, sir. Now all the departments are performing some type of transactions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where this database is getting connected, sir, centralized. So in centralized database system, people, we are recording transactions. So transactions amount will increase. Yes, yeah, no. Yes. Data amount will increase. Yes, yeah, no. When your phone is having a lot of images, a lot of songs, and a lot of people videos, what happens with your phone? Sir, phone gets slow. Yes, yeah, no. Same thing is over here, people. In ERP system, amount of data is increased. So duplicate data if it exists, remove them. Time to time, offload the backup to the offline sector. Understood? So that software will have a limited operations only. As the data is maintained centrally, people, gradually the data size becomes more and more, and it may reduce the speed of operation. So your speed of operation gets what? Sir, reduced. Means now the efficiency is not there. ERP system is taking too much time to enter the data, to save the data, as well as to retrieve the data. So what we should do? Sir, remove all redundant data. After every quarter end, create the one backup copy of data, put that data into the sidelines series. So this can be controlled by removing redundant data using the techniques like data update on a continuous basis. Agree, sir. Tell me, people, if the whole system fails, then sir, then it is very fantastic. Is I audible to everyone perfectly, my dear student? Okay. Yes, people, tell me. If the whole system fails, then sir, if the whole system fails, then we would not be able to recover anything, sir. Keep the proper backup would be the best solution for this. Seriously, as everybody is connected to the single system and central database, in case of failure of system, the whole business may come to standstill and may get affected very, very, very badly, sir. So what we can do? Sir, maintain the offline backup. Always keep the secondary backup available, sir. If primary system fails, keep the secondary system available. See this. Sir, this can be controlled and minimized by having the proper and up-to-date backup, as well as the alternative hardware arrangement, internet connection. So in case if the primary system fails, sir, secondary system can be used. Agree, my dear student? Yes. There is a one more people risk which I had already discussed, that person is getting extra access to the data for which he is not required. Like production manager got the access to the balance sheet. Will it create the disaster for me? Yes or no, my dear student? Definitely, sir. Data is stored centrally. All the department access the central data. There could be a possibility of access to non-relevant data. That data which is not relevant for you, you are getting access to it. Please read the answer, my dear student. Sir, all the exercise needs to be defined very carefully. To be given on a need to know. If you require to know this data, that much data access will be given to you. Or need to do. If you want to do the work on that department, then that department data will be shared with you. Other data will not be shared with you under any condition. Understood? Yes. People, in this entire answer now, other implementation risk would be the most important part. Yes, before the amendment, this question was very small in size, people. Okay, but right now, people, they had increased the size of this question by covering every aspects of ERP software. So thereby, I make it compulsory for you to learn the entire answer. Okay, sir. Last one, people, that is the post-implementation issue. Now, what is a post-implementation? Secondary system means second PC or laptop or something, we should keep it ready. So if my primary system doesn't work, I have a secondary system. Keeping something in backup. Lifelong commitment. At this point, people, this is a hot favorite question for 2 marks. Because you are getting a last question in your question paper. Okay, that is a question number 6 that comes with a combination of 8 marks plus 2 marks. And in that 2 marks, people, they would always prefer to ask you a very small question in which hardly 2 points are there. So listen to this answer very carefully, my dear student. Okay, sir. Serious. Lifelong commitment. Now, the people, I am purchasing the software. Yes, sir, you are purchasing the software. There is a great possibility that, sir, updates will come. Yes, sir. There is a great possibility that, sir, software will change. Yes, sir. There is a great possibility that government changes rules and regulations. Yes, sir. So, do I require to support people? Do I require to make those changes in my software also? Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. See this. Even after ERP implementation, there has always been a new module, new version to install, new people are required to be trained, new technologies are required to be embraced, selected, differential scores to be conducted, and so on. Many things are required, people. It's not a one-time activity, it's a continuous process. Yes. So this requires a very strong level of commitment and consistency by management and the system users. So management will make sure that they will arrange the properly training session for you. They will always update the system. They will not keep on using the old pattern. They will give you a surety that along with the market changes, we will also bring the changes in our system. Clear, people? 100%. Please revise this last point very fast. strong level of commitment I need it from you people also. That sir, we will give 100% attention first of all. Then people, okay. Last two questions, people, and this chapter comes to an end. A very important question comes to you people. That suppose you are appointed as an auditor in any company. That company produces ERP software. Okay. And you have to do the audit of ERP software, not finance, of ERP software. Okay. So you all are auditor? Yes, sir, we all are auditor. Suppose Jigar Joshi, okay, your professor Jigar Joshi has designed people some software. ERP software, I made it. But I just want you people to check that software and to give me the review whether this software is perfect or not, or whether I should make some changes in the software. So what all questions, people, listen to me very carefully. What all questions, my dear student, you will prefer to ask while doing the audit of a ERP system? Okay. First one, I want people my software should process all the transactions as per GAAP and guess. That is generally accepted accounting principle and generally accepted auditing standard. If software is recording all the transactions as per GAAP and guess, then I can say that system is reliable. Point number one. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Number two, people. Why we are purchasing this software? Sir, we are purchasing this software for the two major reasons, sir. We want profit and loss account and balance sheet to be prepared on time. In fact, we want reports. Yes, sir. Nowadays, only regulatory requirement is there. No, sir. Even management wants the report so that management can take a wonderful decisions. So, if my software people meet the requirement of reporting, whether regulatory, whether organization, can I say that my software is the best? Yes, sir. First one, sir, gap and guess. Number two, sir, it must provide proper reporting capabilities, whether regulatory or my dear student, organization. Are you with me? Yes, sir. Third one, people. Just a minute. Is I audible, my dear student? Please tell me, is I audible? Okay. Once again, people repeating the second point that I want my software to produce a report for me. Reports are of two types. One which are required to submit to government called as regulatory report. One type of report, people, which I need it for my organizational concern. Yes, kya no? Yes, sir. Arey yaar. Third one, people. Do you think so your ERP system should provide the software security to you? Yes, sir. Software must provide the security to us that unauthorized person cannot get the access to the data. Say this. The system protects the confidentiality and integrity of information. In short, it must be password protected. Okay, sir. So number one, gap and guess must be there. Number two, sir, it must be able to prepare the reports. Number three, sir, it should provide total confidentiality and integrity of data. Number four, people, what do you want? Your software should process accurate data or inaccurate data. Sir, we want system should process only accurate information. So it has a control which process only authenticate, valid, and accurate transactions. Understood? Yes, sir. Sir, can you please give us the example for this? Yes, my dear student. If you ever make an entry into the tally, suppose in your stock, you are having product A 10,000 units. How many units do you have? 10,000. Okay. Now suppose you make a sales entry, people. You make a sales entry. In that you indicate 12,000 units sold. As and when you do this, people, immediately you will get the notification of negative stock. On the screen only you will get this notification. Because Tally knows this thing very well that if you want to sell 12,000 units, please let me check with the stock. In stock only 10,000 is there. So that will indicate it on the screen, people, that yes, 12,000 units you want to sell, but product A is only 10,000 is available. So it process only valid, accurate transactions. Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. If anything which is not matching, then it will be bring it into the notice of user. Yes, sir. Protect the data from the unauthorized access. Yes, sir. Every user is given with login ID and password. With the proper login ID and password only, they can access the data. Okay, sir. It is also having role-based access control. Yes, sir. No one will get anything extra access than his job profile. Agree, sir. Here we have, sir, clearly defined administrator with his responsibility. Who is the administrator? Sir, one who can allow the other users to access the data. Suppose in organization, I was a junior manager. Now I got promoted to senior. So my level of access will change. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Who will give me that extra access? System administrator. Understood? Yes, sir. There must be people adequate audit trail for monitoring the user's activity. If I change any data, if I alter any data, if I make anything over there, who enters the data, everything is recorded into the system. Yes, sir. Provides management with suitable performance data. That is, nowadays these softwares are coming with the support of MIS. Understood? And last but not the least, my dear student, they are also seeing that you will also see that whether company has proper training system for this software or not. Are users trained or not? Audit trail refers to people keeping the records of all the data so that the audit can be done. That who has accessed the system, when he accessed the system, who changed the data, when he changed the data, everything. Clear, people? Clear, people? Clear? Everyone? Okay. Serious, my dear student. Auditing aspects generally in ERP system can be summarized into the two parts. First is auditing of data. Will verify the data, and second will verify the process. So how many things are required to be verified? Sir, two things. Number one, auditing of data and auditing of process. Now, data is something people which is the transactions. Yes, sir. So first one, sir, physical control over the data means my room should be properly logged where I am keeping this data. If suppose I am storing my data into like this kind of hard disk, and if anyone throw this hard disk people, then there is a great chances that the data will be damaged. But if my hard disk is containing the data, I keep it in a safe custody. So that is physical control over the data. And second one, people access control. That is RBAC, role based access control. Need to know or need to do basis the person, those who are possessing the position in my company. Based on that position, I will give the access. So auditing of data includes how many things? Two things: physical control over the data and access control over the data. Auditing of process, people. This I do not require to explain at all because you know very well that all the process which we are doing, calculation part which we are doing, now people will check it out whether it is perfect or not. Example, suppose if I make a entry, salary account debit to bank, then this must be entered into salary account only. That account of salary balance should increase, and this transaction must go to bank account, and the bank balance must be decreased. That is called as people process, whether the transaction is accurately processed or not. If I am giving some discount or anything to my customer, so it will also check whether the proper discount amount is calculated or not. That is a process verification. Am I very clear to all my dear student? Understood? Third one is the input validation. Now, input validation, people, I just want to show you on the screen. See this. Can you see the tally right now? Yes. Suppose I want to make an accounting transaction. Okay. Payment only. I am selecting from my Bank of Baroda. Okay. Bank of Baroda was having yesterday balance of 2,50,000. Remember? Yes, sir. Yesterday 2,50,000 balance was created in Bank of Baroda. Suppose I want to pay salary. Now salary account is there. Yes, sir. Salary account is there. Okay. How much salary I am paying? Say for example, people are saying paying salary 12,500. Okay. But listen, Instead of people, I entered 12,500, yes or no? Suppose I enter people A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. Understood? I entered A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. See this. It will not go to the next transaction only because it says that the input which you made now is incorrect. You only just write it down the digits. Even if you write it down here, 1 rupee now, I will go further. But if you write it down in the previous section, salary account with your A, B, C, D, it says no, I don't understand. I will not allow you to enter this wrong data only. Understood, my dear student? Clear? And that is called as, my dear student, input validation. Whatever the system is taking the input, that input should be the accurate, then only will take the data. If you are giving wrong input to the system, we will not enter the data at all. Serious. It stands again checking the rules for the input of data into the system. Example, transaction of cash sales, okay, on sales counter must not be recorded in a date other than today. So if it is a cash sales, it will be recorded by today. If you want to say previous one, it won't accept it only. In tally also it won't be accepted. That is input validation. Clear, people? 100% agree. Moving for the last question for the day, and finally our chapter also over. Very soon we can keep the test also for this. Just a minute, people. I just finished up the last question. Just 1 minute. Yes, my dear student. The last concept for the day, people. Please, I request my all the dear charters to revise this entire chapter by today itself. When you find a sufficient time with you people, make sure that the proper revision must be done. Okay? Yes. Important points, people, for integration with other modules. Now, always remember, people, this question is a general in nature. What I said, general in nature. Might be there is a good possibility that they will ask you to integrate one department to another department in any manner. You should properly one thing. How the department, one department's data is affecting my another department's data. Once again, I'm repeating, my dear student. You need to thought only one thing: how one department data, my dear student, is getting affected to the another units or another department's data. Understood? Yes. First, I will explain you people my favorite one. That is the fourth one. 1 minute. Second one. Let me explain you first. Second one only. What is integration? Human resource module, integration with financial and controlling module. People tell me, does HR module has any relationship with financial and accounting module? Yes, sir. Because if the HR manager wants to make the payment of salary to the people, bonuses and others, pension fund and others, want to reduce their salary because of the attendance issue, then, sir, HR department is required to be getting connected with the financial and accounting department. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is people how they will ask you. One department gets connected to another department. See this. Attendance and leave record is used for the calculation of salary on a monthly basis. Salary is also a part of people financial accounting only. Yes, sir. And the salary process and calculated by HR module shall be integrated with finance and controlling module. Understood? Sir, it is very simple, sir. Yes, that is the reason people have kept this question as the last to be done. Let's see the third one, people. Material management integrated with production planning. Tell me if right time, right material is available, people. Do you think so my production planning goes fantastically? Yes, sir. Your entire production planning is purely depend upon what, sir? Material requirement planning. See this. It is integrated in the areas like material requirement planning, receipt or the issue against the production order, availability of check for the stock, material requirement planning is the based on stock, expected receipts and expected issues. How much we are having the material, how much we require to give it for the production, everything matters a lot, sir. So if I want to start my production activity, I am completely depend upon what? Whether the material exists or does not exist. So material requirement is required to be get it integrated with self-production planning. See this. It generates the plan orders or purchase requisition which can be converted into purchase order contracts. Now, very interesting is this line. Inventory management is responsible for staging the component required for production orders. So whatever we want to produce, accordingly what we require, sir, inventory. And inventory comes under, sir, material management. That's it. So your production planning is based on what? Sir, material management. Third one, material management integration with plant maintenance. My dear student, see this. Do you think so, people? If I have done material management, that material is already there at my factory location. But if my factory is not done with proper plant maintenance, there could be again a disaster. Yes, sir. If the machinery is not working as and when you need it, then it won't produce the result which actually it's desired for. See this, people. You will understand. The material service requirement is mentioned in the maintenance order. Agreed? Yes, sir. This leads to generation of purchase requisition, and purchase requisition will be converted into purchase order by material management. So material management will do what? Sir, they will purchase the goods. Yes, sir. 100%. The goods of purchase order will be awarded to maintenance by material management. So material management will do what? Sir, they will bring that purchase order and convert it that goods into the finished goods. The spare which were reserved for maintenance order will be issued by material management against the reservation number. So whatever the spare amount is there, we will keep it into the stock. We will utilize later on for our production activities. So plant maintenance is required to be get it connected with what? Sir, material management. If material is not available, plant maintenance will not be done. Both the activity will stop further production of goods and services. So this is the last point, people, which indicates only one thing, that how the one department is required to be integrated with another one. Read the first one, my dear student, very carefully. If material management is done, we are purchasing the raw material, then definitely it is our responsibility to make the payment to the vendor. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Once the vendor is identified, we will make the payment to the vendor, sir. And that's why, sir, material management got integrated with our finance and controlling department also. Sir, by the controlling department is to check the quality of product and everything. People, read the fourth point. Material management integrated with sales and distribution. Now, what is the sales and distribution? Sir, you received the order for the sales. Yes or no? Yes. Consumer gives me the order for the sales. I need to ask my production manager to produce the goods. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now, production manager needs what? Sir, again, material. So, sales and distribution is linked with what? Material management. See this. It is integrated in the areas like delivery, availability checks, and stock transfer requirement, etc. As soon as the sales order is created, once I create the sales order, okay, it can initiate a dynamic availability with the check of stock on hand, whether I am having this stock in hand or not, or I require to get it manufactured. Okay, when delivery is created, the quantity to be delivered is marked as a schedule for delivery. So we will accordingly take out those quantity and will make sure that this quantity will be delivered very soon. It is deducted from the total stock when the goods are issued. Yes, sir. When the goods are issued, it will be reduced from our stock and it will get given to another person. Purchase order can be directly converted to delivery stock transfer requirement. So whatever the customer has put it the request to me, whatever the purchase order customer has given to me, I converted that all details into now sales order. Yes, correct. Just a minute, please, my dear student. Yes, my dear student. So, so people, I can say that our chapter comes to an end completely, people. Okay. I tried my level best to explain and cover up each and every content into the explanatory form, whatever I can explain it in a perfect way. I can say that, my dear student, now it's your hard work will start, people. Okay. Yes. 1 minute. Those who are having the doubts, please, people, raise your hand.